This video is about what are your values and how you can set your boundaries. My name is Patricia and I help people to expand their awareness. I also want to invite you to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss any further videos. Let's begin. I'd like to first start with you understanding what means for me when I say raising your awareness. It's all about what you reflect from inside is also visible from the outside. And every single thing you feel and do from inside, you can see at one moment from the outside. It's exactly the same, it's a mirror, which is so important. Why you need to understand, as example, if you are always meeting certain kind of people which are not really in your interest and they keep messing with you and you don't really like it, it's because you are not setting your proper boundary. It's because you are not doing the same rules for yourself. You're not treating yourself well. That's why other people can feel that they can do that to you. They can feel that you need that kind of lesson as well. It's always, life is always a lesson, right? And if you don't acknowledge it one moment, it will come more and more and more. Maybe some of you have already realized that if for example, you have always the same kind of relationship, and at one moment you're like, wait a second, my last one was exactly the same, and the one before was also in the same similar, direction. Then you really need to start to understand and raise your awareness. Why is that? It's always reflection is key to understand what is going on in your background. Now let's start with actually your values. Do you actually know what are your values? Do you know what is really key for you? How do you, or when do you feel happy and loved from yourself though? It's always what I'm teaching here is always first here and then everyone else, okay? Not because you're trying to be selfish. It's about if you have no clue what's going on here or here, you cannot ask for anything because you don't know, okay? That doesn't work. You cannot put that responsibility on someone else's lap while you have no clue what's going on in your inside world. That doesn't work. It's your responsibility to take ownership here. My core values, as example, are respect, or one of them is respect. It's actually key for me. If I feel disrespected, I will certainly run before you can look. The second is trust. If I have the feeling that you are not really standing behind me, or if I have the feeling that you are talking behind my back or being negative about me, then there's no point for me to be in friendship with you. Don't give away your trust just because everyone deserves your trust. No, that's not how it works. Be kind with yourself and make sure that at one moment, you have to open up and you have to be close to other people, but you don't have to, you can still use your intuition for it. Can you really trust that person, for example, or can you not? And then start to listen for that intuition, as example. And that's something you need to understand from yourself. What is it for you? What do you need from yourself, huh? not from others. What do you need from yourself? Because understand, your friends and your partner are not responsible for that feeling. They're not. You can grow together, but they're not responsible for your inner world. You are. And therefore, don't make them feel like they have to give you all of that. But what you can do is, if you are setting your boundaries because you understand your values, you can let them go. You can let go people who don't deserve your trust, for example, or who don't deserve your respect. It's not about being mean. It's about understanding who you are. Who do you want to be? And setting boundaries can just solve so many problems for you. Because people will treat you differently, but they can only treat you differently if you have set the same boundaries for yourself. If you disrespect yourself, for example, if you are mistrusting yourself because you believe that you can never do anything, or that you don't trust yourself, guess what? What will you get more? Well, disrespect and mistrust. That's what you will get. Make sure that those boundaries are very, very clear. Make sure that you understand what are your values. So what you're gonna do now is you take a letter and you write down 5 core values you really need in your life from yourself. And understand, when you write them down, that they are really core of your being, that this is what you need. Then you will attract the same what you need. Why is it important for you? Why do you need someone, or why do you feel respect is a core value for you? Why do you feel that trust is a core value for you? Always make a why. Don't just write a word down you don't understand, or it doesn't have any real value for you. Maybe for you it might be something completely different than for me. And that doesn't matter. We are all different, and that's really good. So make sure that the 5 core values you have are set, so you know why you are doing this. Make sure that those core values you give to yourself. Do you trust yourself? Do you respect yourself? All those things, do you really do it? Do you really feel it? Is this really something you feel? Reflect, start to reflect. What do you see from outside? What kind of people are around you? Who surrounds you? What are their beliefs? Because that's the beliefs you have from yourself. If you don't know from inside, look outside. They will show you, they will tell you straight away. Not with communication. They will show you how they act, how they react of you in a certain way. How do you feel treated? Learn to understand that everything goes together, everything is in a flow, everything is in kind of, reflection. And so yeah, if you don't like what you see right now, that's okay, because you can change it. And that's also one of my main things I want to share with you is, I realize so many days that, oh my God, I'm doing this or I'm doing that. But because I realize what I'm doing, what I'm sending out for a kind of attraction to other people, I realize that that's not what I want. But then I have to start, okay, what do I want? You know, I have to really be clear. I have to be certain. I have to understand what is it that I really want. What do you want? Get that clear. Get that boundary clear, because it will help you to never get on some certain people anymore, because those people, they are not in your interest. See, if you have someone, let's say, who is completely disrespecting you, that person actually has some other feelings they want to share with you, because they want to put you down, for example. And you, in this example, me, I would acknowledge that and I would feed it, because I would allow it. I would allow it because I feel myself that I'm not respectful. You know, I'm not respecting myself, for example. And then that all goes in a row, because he is completing kind of what he likes, and you are giving out something else from yourself you don't even want to happen to yourself, but because you don't set a clear no more, you will get it, you know. So try to understand one more time, write it down. What are your core values at the moment? Write them down. You don't like them, don't worry, you can change them. If you don't know how, you can schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me. All the details are below. If you found this video helpful, then please make sure to comment below. If you have any addings, any comments, make sure to add them too. And I would say, talk to you soon. Ciao.